Hey there, happy Wednesday. Welcome back to Melody Loves Death Metal. Got another nice hefty stack of vinyl to show you guys. A couple of these I've actually had for about a month or two now. And I just forgot to show them and talk about them, and I finally listened to them and got a good understanding of what the record was and if I liked it and all the stuff. I mean, for the most part, I liked it because I bought it. My spending habits are different this year. I'm only buying things after I've heard it. No more just pre-orders without hearing things and all this other stuff that I was doing in the past. So, but yeah, got a lot of stuff to show off today. It'll be a little bit of a longer video than usual. I've actually found in some of the analytics and shit that I did through YouTube and just overall feedback, you guys like when the videos are a little bit longer. I don't know why. My attention span lasts like 15 minutes, and then after that I'm ready to move on. But I'll go ahead and get started. Just a reminder, I have a Patreon, link will be in the description, $1 a month. Just extra added bonus. There's a new video going up this week on it. A couple videos have already been added to it. Just some stuff that I don't ever plan on showing on here. Like I said, only $1 a month. Will never be more than that. Blah, blah, blah. The whole spiel. I got to keep reminding myself to mention it on the channel. But let's go ahead and get started. So I did a pre-order from Dark Descent, and I finally got it in. This is the Horrendous, whatever that album title is. I can never say it correctly, reissue that they just did. So I have a little bit of a background on Horrendous. So I mentioned last year when their new album came out, I was not the biggest fan of their older albums. And a lot of people were telling me, hey, go back, re-listen to them. Now that you're familiar with their newer album, you'll probably enjoy them a little bit more. And you're right. They ended up being right about that. At least this album. I haven't really listened to the other two, the first one, and then Anarta or Anarata, I can't remember what that's called, or Idol. But this one, when I saw Dark Descent was reissuing it, I was like, okay, let me give this a listen. So I listened to it on Bandcamp, and I must have been in the right frame of mind because I really, really enjoyed this. So it's in. It's a pretty cool reissue, pretty cool color pressing. These are still available, so if you're looking to add this to your collection, if you're a Horrendous fan, go ahead and get it, darkdescentrecords.com or their Bandcamp. So printed inner sheet with the lyrics, and I'm pretty sure this is Mark Riddick's artwork right there. He's got a very distinct artwork, so you almost always know it's him when you find it. And then the back of the jacket. So this album is actually really good. So progressive death metal is something that I absolutely love. I know, several of my regular viewers and people that I'm familiar with that have been watching my channel for years now are not always the biggest fan of prog metal, prog death metal. And they don't really care too much for Horrendous for that reason. I would say this one is a little bit more raw, definitely more death metal than proggy death metal. And yeah, so I really enjoyed this album. So now my journey to go through and listen to the other ones and see how I feel about them is now continuing on, and I'll slowly get the other ones if I like them. But for now, I got this one. I like this color variant, so I like the merge variants that they do. I can't remember if there was a black pressing of this. I meant to go and look before I did the video, and I forgot. But yeah, this is still available. It has not sold out. So good album. I actually spun this several times already. And I also have to shout out, I'm assuming this was Matt from Dark Descent, added a little special goodie for me in my package. And it's funny because I don't always, when I buy on Bandcamp, it's just my name, but I think also my username comes up, which is Melanie. I'm pretty sure it's Melanie Loves Metal or something. I can't remember what my Bandcamp one is. But he must have recognized it was me or something. I don't know. But he threw in this free 7-inch. And I actually, when I opened the box, I knew right away what this was. This is something that I didn't purposely buy because it was a 7-inch, because I'm not a big fan of collecting them, but was really excited. And this is the Sulphurous and Proscription, split that was put out on Dark Descent and Desiccated Records. So I meant to Google when this came out. I think it was uh, fairly recent. If it wasn't last year, I can't remember. But Proscription is a Blackened death metal band. They have a really awesome album out called Conduit. Yeah, this came out last year, Below the Midnight God. So this was a split between them and Sulphurous. And then Sulphurous, I've mentioned on this channel several times. Just another awesome death doom band out of Denmark. So we got some Danish death metal, and then Proscription is from Finland. So yeah, he threw this split in here of this 7-inch, two very phenomenal songs, both very phenomenal underground bands. So thank you for that. I was really happy when I saw that. Again, I don't always collect 7-inches, but I was pretty happy to see this. So the insert is just both of the lyrics of the songs. And I really like this artwork. I forgot to mention who that was. Does it say on here? No, it's not on here. Well, that sucks. If I find the artwork, who did the artist, I'll add it in the description, and where you can listen to this on Bandcamp or YouTube or wherever I find it. So, and it's just a classic black record, so nothing, no fancy color. But yeah, so thank you so much. I've been loving Dark Descent. Is one of my favorite underground labels. That's what I meant to say. I've shown off so much of their stuff on here over the years. I feel like this year I've slowly am starting to get into the stuff that they've listened to. I showed off a CD collection a month or two ago of all the newer releases that they put out so far this year. So go back and check that out. But just a phenomenal split. So yeah, got that in the same package. So now we're moving on to a record that I did not think I was going to buy. And that is admittedly because I have never really gotten into this band before. I've never really been too familiar with their stuff. Like, obviously I knew who they were. I've heard their other releases in the past, like just when they've done like splits or whatever else. Most of my closer friends are really into this band. They love them, but it's just not something that I've gotten into. But this is the new Thou album. I can't remember how you, but yeah. So, all right. So this is sludge metal, but it is by far more than that. It's pretty complex. It's pretty abrasive and heavy and crushing. This is their newest release that was out on Sacred Bones, right? Yeah. And it is called Umbilical. This is their 6th full-length album. And I admittedly have never really listened to too much of their other stuff. Stuff that they've collaborated with. They did a collaboration with Emma Ruth Randall, and that was very good. I remember liking that. And then there's a Mizmor collaboration that they've done in the past. Those are admittedly what I'm familiar with this band. But this album, when it came out, it had a lot of hype around it. People were really talking about it on social media, like Twitter, and I saw it on Instagram, and it was trending on Bandcamp. And immediately this album cover, it's different on Bandcamp, so there's like an alternate cover or something, I'm not too sure. But this was the one the day it released. And I was kind of just like, is this black metal? It's either black metal or it's like some sort of like sludge. And I was right, sludge. So when I realized who it was, I remember I listened to this album, and this came out back in May, so it's been out for a while. I listened to this album the day it came out, and I really enjoyed it. And so then I kept going back to it, and I put it on my want list, and then finally I pulled the trigger about 3 weeks ago and got it in. I've been listening to this a lot. This is definitely going to be one of my favorite releases this year. Pretty much a new fan of this band, so I need to go back and really listen to their other albums. But this is very sludgy, heavy, crushing metal. At times it feels Blackened, and it sounds like there's a little bit of Blackened influence in there. I mean, even at times you could even say this got more of a grindcore sound to it as well. I mean, that's very subtle. But yeah, it's just a very ferocious, very heavy album. And some people are saying, I put this on my Instagram a couple of weeks ago, and some people said like that they thought it was the heaviest album of the year. I mean, just in terms of the ultimate feeling and what you're hearing and what it does to your ears when you're listening to it, that's pretty fair. And it's got a bit of a doomy side as well. Definitely not as much as you would. I'm assuming as their last albums. I don't know that too much, but not the biggest fan of this album artwork. Again, if you judged a cover or a book by its cover, I definitely wouldn't pick this up. And I'm glad that I did eventually listen to it. And then this is the back. It's got a cool like spot glossing, as you can see right there. And then it also came with a special 7-inch that has, I don't remember what tracks are on here. Unhidden Guest, The House Primordial, and then I Feel Nothing When You Cry. So just a little special 7-inch. Now, there were color variants of this. I just chose black, and I didn't really care which one I got. And it came pretty quick. So, and then again, like I said, just classic black. So, new band for me, new experience I need to go through. Just very, very good album. Abrasive, heavy as hell. I don't even know how else. If you're familiar with the band, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, but really good stuff. I'm surprised that I liked it as much as I did, and it's not running to re-sleeve for me right now, so we will do that later off camera. So yeah, good stuff. Again, links will be in the descriptions where you can listen to this as always. As always, I don't ever not put them in there. The next one, I was excited to get this one. Oh yeah, definitely one of the best albums to come out this year. Oxygen Destroyer, Guardian of the Universe. If you're not familiar with this band and you're a huge fan of Blackened death thrash, just awesome thrashy death metal, death thrash, Blackened death thrash is pretty much a fusion of all of that. You will like this band. I've showed off some of their other stuff a long time ago, back in 2021 when their other full-length, their second full-length album came out. Probably some splits and other stuff that they've done, demos and stuff like that. But this is their third full-length album on Redefining Darkness, and I feel like this was a split release between, was it Head Split that put out the tape? I can't remember now. Usually I'm more up to speed on that. So, but this is very, very good. It's very fun. You know, it's Godzilla themed metal. The band is out of Seattle, and this is just such a fun album. So, their themes are like, you know, Godzilla or the kaiju or whatever, how you say it in Japanese. But yeah, so I took a while to get this. It's been out for a while. I'm just trying to see when it came out. August 9th. So a couple weeks now. But I had the promo for this and I just took forever to listen to it. I don't know why, because I knew I was going to like it. But when I finally did, I ordered it, I think like a day or two after the release. So I finally got it in. Printed ear sheet of the lyrics and the band. The cover art is by Lucas Court or Shogoth Kinetics. If you're not familiar with him, he's an awesome artist. So yeah, awesome stuff. Just fun. It's a fun album. It's got movie clip sounds. I'm assuming from some older Godzilla movies. I'm not too up to speed on the older movies. I did watch -1 and I absolutely loved that movie. And then I've seen like Godzilla versus Kong and stuff like that. Those other Monster Universe or whatever they're called albums. So get in the sleeve, motherfucker. Why are you? Oh, God. All right. Well, we'll just wait. And then I just got the yellow version. There was several other colors. There was like green and some other stuff, but I just opted to get the yellow one. So, yeah, awesome stuff. Again, if you're into that death thrash with a little bit of that black metal influence, you'll like this album a lot. This is phenomenal. Definitely one of the best albums to come out this year. I've been spinning this a lot, and I'm so happy I finally got it in. So this is a great band. Definitely, if there's an underground band that you want to get more familiar with, that's one of them. Could not recommend that enough. All right. Now we're going to change it up a little bit. I admittedly didn't write notes because I just wanted to throw this off the cuff. I just grabbed some albums from the stack over there that I hadn't talked about. So, and I'm running low on time before everybody gets home for the day. I'm off work before it gets loud and crazy. Freeways, Dark Sky Sanctuary. So this is just your regular traditional heavy metal. That's it. It's pretty straightforward. Nothing new, nothing revolutionary. The band is on in Canada, and this is their second full-length album. This is on Dying Victims Productions, right? Yeah. And Dying Victims is an awesome label that I need to buy more from. Their CDs are relatively cheap to get into the U.S. I'm trying to remember where they're based out of. I can't remember right now. Let me check it. Pull it up. They are based out of Germany. So, yeah. So it can be a little bit pricey to get their records in. I immediately got this off Amazon. It was suggested to me, and I was like, there's no way. And I saw it, and I was like, oh, shit. I love that album. I've been meaning to get this. So I go in waves of where I only want to listen to, heavy metal. Traditional metal, new wave of British heavy metal, new wave of traditional heavy metal. This is pretty much what this is. And I'm currently at that point. I'm buying a lot of it, and I'm, as you guys know, I'm dipping my toes in some power metal and stuff too. But this album is simply phenomenal. This came out in April 26th, so it's been out for a while now. It's just a fun listen. If you're into heavy metal, you'll enjoy this. Like I said, it's nothing revolutionary or anything like that, but it is a fun listen. That album cover is very much a 70s album cover, and yeah, it's definitely got that 70s feel and sound to it. So just phenomenal. And I needed to get more stuff like this in my collection of newer bands. I need to branch out a little bit more. So printed inner sheet of the lyrics, and then 70s shag carpet right there. And then it also comes with several things, actually. A really cool sticker, which I probably won't stick that anywhere. A nice postcard. And then a poster as well. And the poster is not too big, so I can show it. It's just the album cover. So yeah, again, that 70s feel to this album for sure. Very good stuff. My record, the jacket kind of, you can see that, kind of came a little damaged because Amazon fucking sucks at packaging their records. So you're really taking a gamble when you order from them. I wouldn't have even bothered purchasing this if it wasn't so expensive to get in directly from Dying Victims. And I haven't really found a whole lot of US distros that supply their stuff. So I just took a gamble. Unfortunately, it did not go well, but I was able to get a refund. They did refund me from this. So I essentially got a free record from that for this damage. I asked for a replacement and they didn't give me that option. So I don't know if they just don't have a lot in stock or what. Just classic black sticker. So yeah, phenomenal stuff. Definitely check this out if you're into the heavy metal, traditional new wave heavy metal. You'll enjoy this band. It's like I said, it's got that 70s feel to it. Very much, you can tell by that. Great stuff. I need to get their other album because I really enjoy that. So again, I've been really into this style of music lately. So you might see more of that on this channel, littered in to these collection updates. Now we're completely changing our metal here. Let me pull up their information now because I completely forgot. There we go. Coming from Spain now, we've got the brutal technical death metal band Wormed, and this is their new album Omegan. Yeah, just I can't read. I don't know how to say things. It's just how it is. Anyway, Season of Mist. This came out relatively recently. I feel like it's been kind of slept on. Not too many people are talking about it. It came out on my birthday, July 5th. Me personally, I knew it was out. I listened to the promo. I really enjoyed it. Forgot about it after that because the day of my birthday, everybody knows I got the puppy, which, by the way, I was going to show him on camera today, and he's not in here, so he must be wreaking havoc elsewhere. He's doing really well. He's growing really big, so maybe I'll put him into a clip at the end of this video, so stay tuned. But yeah, Season of Mist, this came out. This is their, oh man, let's see how many they've had. This is their fourth full-length album. The band is out of Spain, like I said, and I love this band. I think they're a little bit of a, to me, it seems like they've been slept on this year. They have been talked about a lot in previous years. Their last album was back in 2016, so it has been a while. It has been a while since they've released an album, so this is a really good comeback album. Sci-fi, brutal death metal. First pressing on white vinyl, limited to 150 copies worldwide. There was a blue copy, there's a black copy. I mean, you know, Season of Mist, they press a bunch of stuff. So, but this is the one that I got. The blue copies are actually sold out. So I just snagged this after I listened to it several times on Bandcamp the last couple weeks. Got that sci-fi feel to it. There's the gatefold. We've got Bumblebee and who was the other guy? Megatron or whatever. Optimus Prime album cover here. The back reminds me a lot of Fear Factory. So does the middle gatefold. And then we've got a bifold sheet of all of this mumbo jumbo. Making sense of that is just absolutely pointless. And then, of course, some liner notes there. Phenomenal album. If you're a fan of technical death metal and you love brutal death metal, you're going to enjoy this. I mean, there's not really much else I can say. It's got that sci-fi theme to it. It's very good. It's a fun listen. It's quick listen. It goes by relatively quick. And yeah, phenomenal release. I feel like it's being neglected a little bit this year. So if you're looking for some new music, it's simply just a 9-track, 40-minute long album. So it's not a huge commitment there in terms of that. Every single song on here is good. There's no filler whatsoever on here. There's like one instrumental-ish interlude track, but for the most part, all very good. The final track is phenomenal. It's over 7 minutes long. Perfect way to end this album. So yeah, I've been a huge fan of this album for the last several weeks, and I finally got it in stock. And like I said, it's just white, nothing spectacular there. Stickers. So yeah, check this out if you're looking for some brutal death metal in your life that's got the technical death metal to it. You'll really enjoy this. All right, I think we're down to the final record, so maybe we're clocking in around 20 minutes. Yeah, we're doing good. All right, so I thought it was going to take a little bit longer today. Definitely going to take a little bit longer on these next couple videos. I'm hopefully going to record this week, but I'm waiting on like one thing to come in. Hello? Does the federal government owe you money? Do you need any help with anything? What is this? It's a political ad that just got texted to me. As you guys know, we're in an election season. But if Anna Paulina Luna, who is I will keep that to myself, just somehow got my phone number and is spamming me. So this is what I will be doing. Delete and report spam. There you go. Gotta love raw, off the cuff recording here. Goddamn. I am a unregistered, like I'm independent. I'm not registered to any party affiliation, and I still get spammed like crazy. It's ridiculous. So anyway, moving on to the final record of the day. I actually just got this in yesterday, and I figured I'd throw it in here. I've actually already shown this off on here, but I'll show you the record because I just got it because they just reissued this. Just repressed it, I should say. Vile Rites, California progressive death metal band, as you guys know. Their new album is out this year. I've already showed it off in a couple of videos ago. One of my favorite releases. This is their EP that came out back in 2022 called The Ageless. This was a split release between Carbonized Records and Desert Wasteland. Was that the other one? My dog is barking. Can you hear her? Why is she barking? Did somebody knock on my door? Man, we're doing a really good job of this video right now. I'm not going to edit any of this out. You guys can hear it all. You can see it all. We'll see how long she goes. My guess is somebody just knocked on the door with how she's barking right now. So we'll see. You know what? My ring is not pulling up. Whatever. Move on. Oh, Dolly. Thank you. All right. So they reissued this EP. Very good. I showed off the CD because that's what I have on my collection, but I wanted it on vinyl because I am a huge fan of this band now. Their new album that came out this year, I'm sold. Really cool splatter here. This is still available on Carbonized Records, so definitely check it out. Goddamn dog, why are you barking still? I'm surprised I don't hear the little puppers barking too, Duke. And then, there you go. The back. Printed inner sheet. The band. And liner notes. So, phenomenal EP. I was a big fan of this. This is what, got me familiar with the band. It's their only other release. They have like 3 other singles out, but that's it. And I'm pretty sure these are all on here. Yeah, they are. And then the first full length as well. But really good. The hype sticker says, Carbonized Records presents Vile Rites debut EP, The Ageless. Features 5 passages of mind-bending death metal available for the first time on vinyl. So yeah, this is the first time it's been pressed on vinyl. I think it was just a tape and CD when it originally came out. So yeah, phenomenal stuff. If you're a progressive death metal fan, you'll really like this band. Like I said in the last video when I talked about this, just really well written, really fun, and just so good. I love progressive death metal. I know it's not for everybody, but they do it in a way that's not too pretentious, that's not too like uppity, and we're high on our own shit. And you know exactly who I'm talking about when I say that. At least most of you do, and you completely understand what I mean, and it's not so proggy that it just completely removes the element of death metal in that field. No, it's very much a death metal album that has proggier elements to it. So same thing with this EP, but their first one, like, my God, it's so good. So check out this band. They're awesome, and I'm happy that I finally have this on vinyl now. These have all been stuff I've been spinning like nonstop. My listening pile back there is huge. I've been spinning so many records every day while I'm working and sitting here in front of my desk all day. It's just phenomenal. So that is my update. Stay tuned for the video. I'm going to go find the pup, and I'll show you guys how large he is. Here we go. This is Duke, everybody. He's getting bigger. He is now 13 pounds. He is 3.5 months old. His ears are officially up. Last time I think I showed him on camera, they were down and floppy. He's just, yeah, he's starting to become a little meatball, which is what corgis generally turn into. You want to say hi? Look, that's you right there. He's like, put me down. I was sleeping. I know you're tired. He was napping. He was on his bed, and I'm an asshole, and I went and I picked him up. Are you going to fall asleep while I'm doing this? He might. He's super cuddly. There's Dolly. You guys know her. She has made her presence known several times. She's in her chair now. She's going to look out the window and bark even more. Yeah. She's a Shiba Inu. But yeah, this is the new puppy that I got for my birthday last month. He's fitting in really well. He's doing really well. He's a big baby, as you can see. Very cuddly. Him and Dolly are best friends already. They love each other like crazy. And yeah. Want to say hi? No. No grunts? Okay, I'll let you down. I'll let you go back to sleep. Yep, that's it. I will see you guys in the next one.